what I have in my hand is my it's called elephant garlic. And as you can see, it has been sitting in water, and there was water in this glass as for 2 weeks, and the roots has grow very well. What I'm doing here is I have a pot of soil that I just put into the pot. I am going to actually separate, and as you can see that once it formed roots, it actually separate itself to different cloves of garlic here, and it separate just like that. It's wonderful. As you can see that the garlic is actually turning green. So when the garlic is turning green, it needs soil so it can grow. And you don't want to eat green garlic either. So look at this beautiful rooted garlic that's falling directly off of the original glove. You want to actually plant this in the ground, but because it's winter where I'm at, I am actually I'm not planting it directly in the ground. I did not believe that it took root so quickly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to put these cloves of garlic in a pot. Once I put them in the pot, when it grows, then I can separate it from the pot and put it in the ground. But it's growing beautifully. And here I have just a little bit of rootings of my spinach. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them all in the same pot to see if it grow. So basically there are 5 garlic cloves. I can't pronounce it. Clove, garlic clove. Just dig a hole with your fingers and stick it into the ground. Make sure that you let the root, don't break the root, because that's where the plant is actually giving out nutrient or supporting your cloves right now. So try not to break the clove, the roots in the clove. And on the side of it, I'm just going to stick the spinach rooting that I have off of my spinach that I bought from the store. And then I'm just gonna separate them and just keep on planting them until the pot is full. And there we go. So here it is. You want to pay a little bit attention to your pot, so that way no insect or nothing else gonna attack it. Because number one, I'm not burying my little pot here. I'm actually just let it grow naturally, so I can see where each individual garlic cloves are, so I can separate them. But I am putting them in soil, so that way it gives them nutrients, because I've been rooting them using water only. But now it needs more nutrients from the soil because it's actually growing and turning green. So when it's growing and turning green, you want to give it a little bit of soil for it to take up more nutrients, and you want to keep your pot kind of semi-covered from the animal for them to not eat your cloves. But that's how I plant my starter for my garlic. So when it grows, all I have to do is take my tools and go in and just divide it and then put it straight in the ground. Again, I'm doing this in the winter time, so it's not very ideal at the moment to start anything. That's the reason why I'm putting it in pot, and hopefully when it get too cold, I can take it and put it in the garage. By February time come, this will be a little bush, and I can go in and just feel where my cloves are, and just dig them up and put them in the ground. When I put them in the ground, that's when they're gonna multiply and give me new garlic cloves. Right now it's in the pot. It's doing great because it's rooting so fast. As you can see, in 2 weeks it's doing terrific. So I'm putting it in the ground, nurture it a little bit. When it becomes fuzzy or when it has leaf forming, I'm just gonna dig it out, and then I'm gonna plant it directly in the ground. Hopefully by then I can separate it, and it doesn't have multiple garlic bulbs that I have to separate. But this is a very, very gigantic glove, so hopefully it will give me more garlic than I need. Thanks for watching.